Jennifer, and I would like to invite you to join me in some basic stretching with Pilates, yoga, and ballet for your whole body to strengthen your core and stay in shape. I've always been interested in health and fitness. I'm not certified to teach classes, however, as a participant of various classes for years, I wish to share my knowledge with you. I want this to be fun and interactive without causing your body any harm. Please do not push yourself past your limits. Feel free to ask questions and post any comments about any of the exercises that we are doing. Thank you. How are you today?
I'm alive.
Alive is good. Today we're going to be doing another floor stretch workout. So let's start with some marching. Your favorite thing to do. Yeah. So we can move our arms as high as we'd like. You can move your legs up a little bit. You can move your legs up a lot. Whatever's the most comfortable for you. We're going to do a few minutes of cardio.
This is cardio, this is marching on the spot.
I know, but you're bringing your heart rate up and you're warming up your muscles because we don't want to stretch cold. So we need to do a little bit of cardio to start to warm up our muscles.
You need some music in the background.
I know, but my voice is so soft that you can't hear me talk with music.
No, but you just have a little low volume, right? Just kind of in the back.
I'll think about
Maybe,
it.
a little upbeat. Right? Get a little jive going on. Right? Okay, maybe not.
I think you're too upbeat for yourself today.
Well, all this COVID stuff is driving the guy nuts.
I'm sure. Have to stay at home. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do some large arm circles. So we're going to do large arm circles forward. And then we're going to pull up our front leg like this.
Say what?
Or if you can't pull it up, you can just tap your leg in front of you.
Oh, the swan. Yeah! No?
Okay.
Sorry, wrong class.
You can do whatever you're going to do in our warm-up. So we're going to bring our leg forward and back, or we're going to bring our leg up and down, whatever you're most comfortable with.
Well, never mind.
And if you need to, you can always do it one hand at a time if you still need to use a chair. And you can just do it one arm at a time. And then do it the other arm at a time. If you're not ready to do full circles, and use your chair and lift your legs at the same time.
Now I feel like a swimming class.
Yeah, or you can do it like Rod is and do it as a swimming class. Now we're going to go backwards. We're going to bring our arms backwards one at a time.
These have a nice stretch on the shoulders.
Then we're going to bring our tap forward still. And you can either do same leg, or alternate. You can do whatever you like.
Oh, the backstroke.
Yes. And don't forget to either lift your legs or point your toes. And if you need to use your chair, you can also use your chair for these.
My foot.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so now what we're going to do for our cardio is we're going to move our legs in and we're going to do a leg reach back. We'll warm up our muscles this way. You want to do a leg reach back. If you can't do a leg reach, just do a leg or a leg up. If you can't, just do a leg reach. Or a leg up, whatever you're most comfortable with. So you can do whatever you're most comfortable with. And if you need to use a chair for these exercises, you can even do it one side at a time. You'd hold on to your chair and then you'd reach with the one, and then you'd reach with the other. The last thing we're going to do for our cardio is a few little punches. So we're going to punch up, down, down, forward, forward, out, out, and we're going to go tap, tap. And go up, up, forward, forward, tap, tap. And remember to keep our body long when we do our punches. Punch up.
Up, out, out, tap, tap.
Right.
Up.
And you can do this as fast or as slow as you'd like.
Well, once you get the
Yeah, like I said, you can go as fast
rhythm down.
or as slow as you'd like. Oops, exactly. Up, out, tap, tap. So yeah, you can do it as fast or as slow as you'd like. Remembering to keep your core always in line and nice and straight when you go up and forward and side and side. I think we're just going to bring this into some of our stretches, and we're going to do this time we're going to do a leg raise and a leg raise. So we're going to go up. We're going to go forward. And we're going to go stretch and leg raise and a leg raise. And forward. And we're going to do a leg raise and a leg raise. And when you do your leg raises, you want to bend your knees and keep your legs in line and just push them out as far as you can while pointing your toes. When everything's slow and controlled.
Try that again.
You want it slow and controlled. Up, up,
Side.
forward, forward.
Side.
Leg side lift, up, up, forward, forward. Okay, or you can, if you're comfortable doing kicks, you can try practicing your kicks like Rod is.
Well, wasn't the kid that yours?
Forward. We're doing a lift
Oh.
and a lift. We're trying
My
to
bad.
stretch out our quads, and we're doing lifts.
Out.
So up,
Out.
up,
And just a lift. Gotcha.
just a lift. And
Okay.
we want to keep our body all in line when we do that. And lift and lift.
Out. Lift. Lift.
And like I said, if you're really super good at this and you want to speed it up, you are welcome to speed it up. Okay, so I think we're going to do some stretches now. Let's do 3 big arm circles back. So just work those shoulders. And let's go 3 forward. And now we're going to pull our arm over like this. Remember to drop our shoulders and keep our torso straight. And just move the arm over. And hold our stretch. And we're going to do it with the other side. We're going to go up, drop our shoulders, arm over. Try to keep your torso straight. Okay, and now we're going to bring one arm up, one arm down. Like this, and we're just going to drop our head and just feel the nice gentle stretch. And we're going to go to the other side. Drop your head if you can drop your head. If you can't, that's fine. Just feel a nice gentle stretch through your shoulders. Okay, and now I'd like you to take this, your right arm, and drop it back and put your left arm behind you like this. I want you to keep your core and everything straight when you're doing this. We don't want to be slouchy. We want to keep our straight line, so we should look in line If you can move your hands up forward and touch your fingers, go for it. If not, just rest it on your back.
Okay.
That's what that looks like. Let's go to the other side now. Just drop your hand. If you can't do that and it's too hard, just rest it on your head. If you can only go as far as your head, that's fine too. And we're opening up our shoulders. Okay. How does that feel?
Painful.
I think now we're going to do some hip circles.
Ooh, I like hip circles.
So what we're going to do is you're going to, first of all, we're going to stretch to this side. I'm going to do some hip stretches.
That's not a circle, it's a stretch.
We're going to do the stretch and then we'll do the circles. We're going to do some hip stretches first of all. We're going to put this one in, bend our knees, put the other one out, keep our torso long. Keep your shoulders back. And then we're going to do our circles. We have to stretch them first. And on the other side, you're just bending at the waist, keeping your torso long and pushing your hip out. And now we're going to do a circle. We're going to go back, bend your knees, and we're going to go forward. We want to keep our torso straight and just isolate and move our hips. So when we're doing these, you want to just keep your body straight and just isolate and move your hips. It's not a big movement like this. It's not a hula hoop. We're isolating our hips and just doing these tiny little hip circles. And we're trying to keep our upper body still. Keep it still. Now move your hips. It's not as easy as you think. Keep it still. So that's what we're trying to do. We're just trying to isolate. And now I just want you to go one side and push out, keeping your torso long, and the other side and push out. And one side and push out back to the right, and the other side and push out. And
Okay, this just does not feel natural to me.
they're very little movements. We're opening up our hip flexors.
I'm opening up something. I
I'm
don't
sure.
know.
Okay, so what we're going to do now, is we're just going to do a leg lift in front. We're going to just do 5 of these. If you can at a 90 degree, if you need to, you can hold your chair. If you're good balancing on one leg, that's fine. Or you can even hold a wall. Just going to do 5 of these. Or if you want to just stand there like he is and hold it, you're welcome to hold it. That'll warm you up for planks later. Okay, and we're going to go to the other side. If you need to, you can put your arms out. If you don't need to, you can put your hands on your hips.
I find that helps with balance.
Yes, it does. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, we're going to go to the other side.
I'm trying to get my 5 done.
Okay.
Okay.
Get your 5 done. And if you couldn't do that, you could always do a toe tap forward if you weren't able to do that. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do a calf quad stretch. So you're just going to use your chair, use your wall, and you're just going to keep your body all in line. You're going to hold at your ankle and just give it a nice stretch. Like I said, hold your chair if you need to. If you don't need to, and let it go. And we're going to do it with the other side. We want to keep our torso long, our chest back. Chest back. It's hard to do.
Fall over.
Well, then you might need a chair. You might need the chair for this stretch.
Don't need a chair. I need concentration.
Here you go. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to stretch our left foot forward. And point your toes up. I want you to wiggle your toes. You don't have to go down far. We need you to hold your posture and make sure your upper body is straight. You can bend this knee at 90 degrees. So when you look sideways, your knees are almost lined up. And we keep our torso long, and we're going to do that with the other side now. Going to the other side, and you're almost lined up at 90 degrees just with putting your knee out. And you keep your torso long. You can put your hands on your hips, you can put your hands out if you need them for balance. And then we're going to come up out of that one, and we're going to go into a stretch. We're going to have this foot back, this foot forward, the front at 90 degrees. You're going to bend your knee. Just feel the stretch, and then you're going to put it straight. And you're going to bend your knee. And you're going to put it straight and feel that stretch. If you need to, you can have your arms out. If not, you can just have your hands on your thigh. We're going to do it with the other side. So we want our front leg at a 90 degree. We want our back leg. We're going to push it down. And now we're going to get into a little bit of a stretch. Keeping our torso long. We're going to go back to the flat foot. We're going to go to a 90 degree. What did you think of that?
Good.
Good? Okay. So I think the last thing we're going to do is we're going to put our legs out as comfortably as you can. If you can only go to here, go to here. If you can go further, go further. And we're going to just go down and put our hands across our chest right now and come up. You want to keep your body long, and you don't want your knees to go past your toes.
This feels so unnatural.
Now what I want you to do with your arms, I want you to reach your arms up, and then just scoop your arms down when you come down, and then go back up again like this. And if you're not able to do this, then you can still do the arms if you can't get down into the stretch, or if your knees hurt. You can just do like this with a slightly bent knee and still add the arms in. Okay, now we're going to go to the floor. So feel free to grab a mat, a towel if you need it for your hips, and join us for some floor work.
Oh, look, I just thought of something.
What?
It's Yogaman!
Oh my goodness, with your yoga mat. Okay, yoga man. Let's see how far your stretching's taking you today.
My new name.
Your new name?
Yogaman.
Yoga
Yes.
man. Alrighty then. You realize it's stretching cross, but okay, you can be yoga man today.
Okay. Whoops.
So now that we have our mats out, we're going to get down on the floor.
Oh, right.
I want to stretch into chair pose as we go to the floor. So pretend that you're sitting on a chair.
Again,
You want to
very
keep
unnatural feel.
the side of you all in a line with your torso. And then we just want to go down to the floor. So you can come back up and then go down to the floor. We're going to start our stretching today. Okay, so we want one leg in front, in an L shape. And what we're going to do is we're going to bend forward from the waist. It doesn't matter how far you stretch, it just matters
That's a good job.
that you keep your core while you're stretching. So keep your torso straight and long, and just bend forward as far as you can. If you feel like you want to stretch out, you can stretch out. And we're just going to feel a little stretch and bend forward. We're going to come back up. We're going to twist our hips, and we're going to look towards the long leg, and we're going to stretch over the long leg. Same thing, we want to keep our waist and our torso long. It doesn't matter how far you can go, it doesn't matter if you can touch your toes. It matters that you keep your posture and shoulders up and bend from your waist.
Oh. Okay, and that's as far as I can go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can't go very far either. So we're going to do it again, come back to center, and we're going to just lean forward over the center of our body. And we're going to lean towards the long leg do the same thing. Okay, now for this one you can go over and just do a stretch. You can touch your toes, you can have improper form if it makes you feel better, and just do a stretch.
Oh.
You can round your shoulders and then come back up to center.
I'm stuck.
Well, that's going to be sad for you.
Oh.
Now we're going to go to the other side. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to start with center. We're just going to lean forward.
Oh, this
from
one.
the
This is
waist.
the side.
Here, I can move
Right.
over. You will always find one side tighter than the other.
Yeah, I'd say.
But we have a tendency throughout the day to do things more with one hand than the other, and it eventually equals the whole side. We're going to come back up. Now we're going to go over the long leg, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to bend from the waist and do a little bit of a twist. If you need to bend your knee, you can feel free to bend your knee.
Way tighter on this
Yeah.
side.
Come back to center, and we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to keep nice and long. And I don't reach in front of me, because when I reach, I have a tendency to put my shoulders out, and then, yeah. Then we're going to turn to the long leg, and we're going to do the same thing. Oh, and here comes little ball of fur. Okay, and now we're going to, you can either put your legs in butterfly, you can put your legs cross-legged.
We'll try
Whatever's
the
the most
butterfly.
comfortable for you.
Okay, none of it is comfortable.
Okay, well, whichever you're feeling like you wish to have today, take on today. Remember, be mighty. You can do this. So, okay, so we're going to bend from the waist. Okay, I'll do butterfly too if that's what you want to try today. Okay, we're going to bend from the waist just like we would, and we're going to go forward with a long line. You can hold your toes. You should feel a nice stretch.
Well, define nice. Yeah, I feel a stretch. I'm not so sure I define it as
You
nice.
should feel a stretch. If you're not feeling a stretch, then you're super flexible and you're good to go. So, come back up.
Whew.
And I would like you to put
Lord
your
have
legs
mercy.
out in front of us. Bend your knees if you need to. We're going to do the same thing, and we're just going to bend forward. You can feel free to grab your legs. You can either grab them at your upper leg, or you can grab your calves, whichever is most comfortable. Remember to keep your body long and bend from the waist. You can bend your knees. You can do it with a straight leg. Just make sure not to pull anything.
I didn't realize how
Keep your form.
unflexible I am. My oh my oh my.
Well, we're busy with what we do every day, and we don't think about it. So.
Interesting.
Okay, so I think we're going to start with some bridges.
Some what?
We're going to do some bridges.
We're gonna build bridges?
Gonna build
All right.
bridges. We're going to take your body and we're
I
going
can
to...
build a bridge.
You can build a bridge. You can use your abs and your torso, and you're building a bridge. So let's lay down
Well,
on
I'd
the
use a
floor.
hammer, nails, and
Not
maybe some
this bridge.
scaffolding.
Not this bridge.
Oh my.
I'm going to do some bridges today. So we have three choices for the arms. You can either put your arms up, you can put your arms on your chest, or you can put your arms beside you on the mat, whichever one is most comfortable for you.
So what's a bridge?
A bridge is, we're going to take our feet a little past shoulder width apart, and you're slowly going to lift up.
I don't think so.
You're going to lift up your hips, and you're going to hold it, and you're going to feel a nice stretch. We're going to hold it for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to come down. And we're going to do it again. If you can't do the bridge, then you can feel free just to put your legs out in front of you. and just bring them in. If you can't do the bridge, instead this is the alternate to the bridge. Just bring your legs gently out and in. If you can do the bridge, we're going to come up into the bridge position. And we're going to hold it for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to bring it down. We're going to do one more. So this time, we're going to bring our bridge up, and we want to try to keep a straight line with our bridge. We want to remember to lift our hips. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and come down. We're just going to bring our legs in and rock side to side. Okay. How's that feel?
We're good.
That's good.
Told you I could build a bridge.
Now we're going to push ourselves up. And we're going to do a plank.
Well, you need to plank before you can build a bridge.
I know, but we did the bridges first. Now we're going to do a plank. We're going to just do little planks. If you have knee problems, you can feel free to throw a towel under your knees like I do. So what we're going to do today is it's almost like doing a push-up when you do a plank. So we're going to put our hands and apart from where our shoulders are. We're just going to put our legs straight, and I just want you to go down a little bit with your arms and push back up, keeping in a straight line. And bring your legs up when you do it, and come back up. We're going to slowly get into a plank. This is the alternate. If you can't do a full plank, you can go on your hands and knees and use your knees, and just hold your body like this for now.
Well, this is a push-up. I can do that.
I know, you can do push-ups. If you want, you can do push-ups. If you happen to be a guy that's joining the video, you can do push-ups. Now, and I want you to hold it. I'm going to go into the full plank position and drop your bottom and you hold it. This is a plank.
This is a plank.
This is a plank. If you can't do that, we're going to hold them for 5. You can feel free to do this just to stretch out your body. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and come down into child's pose. Child's pose, we push onto our feet, stretch our arms out. And this is child's pose. Okay, how did that feel?
Good.
Okay, so we're going to do one more. Do one more plank, and we're going to hold it for 5. So you can either do the modified plank on your elbows with your knees and try to keep your body long. You can do a partial plank like this, or you can do the full plank. Remembering, if you're doing the full plank, we don't want our body up into this position. We want to keep it all in a line, and we're going to hold for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release and go into child's pose. Okay, so how did you think of our basic plank?
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy? I think you need a harder challenge. I think you should try a sidearm plank.
I'll say what?
That was easy peasy.
Bring it on, girl.
This challenge is just for Rod. You don't have to feel free to do this, but
It's not Rod. It's Yogaman.
okay, I think that we should give him a sidearm challenge plank. So this time what you're going to do is you're going to do your plank, and this is just for him like this. I think you should try doing this for a plank. We want to keep this at 90 degrees. We want to keep our whole body in line, and we want to put our arm up. So if you thought that was easy peasy,
Right, so one
I
arm.
think you should try that. while keeping your body in line. Arm under your shoulder, under your shoulder.
I might be a little more, I don't know, flexible.
I'd like to see this. So we'll give him a challenge. This is just for everybody watching. If you can do a side arm plank.
Yogaman to the rescue.
The only problem is we need to keep you in line. You're not in line. You want to be in a line. And this one should actually be under further, but you're definitely giving it a try.
Okay.
And that's eventually what we would like to work up to. If I put some intermediate videos up, we will get into sidearm planks and stuff, but we're not there right now. Would you like to go back to our regular scheduled programming now?
Yogaman concedes.
Thank you. Would you like to do the other side to even them out, or are you good?
No, we're good.
You're good?
We're
Okay.
good.
Are you sure you don't want to do the other side just to even them out? The other side looks like this. All in one line. Feet together. And then to really challenge it up, you then start to lift them. So
Yeah, I don't think so.
that's the next step. But that's way far away. But right now, let's go back to our regular scheduled stretching program. So we've just done a couple of planks. We've just done a couple of bridges. I think I'd like to end it just with some basic leg lifts. So we're going to put a towel or a mat underneath our hips.
Oh, we're
And
going
we're just
sideways.
doing some basic leg lifts, yes. You want to try your leg lifts that way? Should we
I'm good.
do leg lifts like this? Okay.
So what are we
We'll
doing?
go up and up.
Oh. Okay.
Keep our core, keep nice and long. Bend your knees if you need to. Always bend your knees. We're going to go up and up. And up and up. If you need to and it's too difficult, you can either grab a resistance band or you can grab a towel to help you if you need help lifting your legs up.
Or you could cheat and use your arm to lift your leg up. See?
Is that what you've been doing? Wow, he's creative, Jen. He's creative. If nothing else. Okay, so let's check our hands and just put our hands beside us.
Ah.
And now, let's lift and lift. Oh, there we go. That's better. There we go. Now we can't cheat. Now let's just bring our legs in and out. We'll push them in and out. Push them in and out. In and out. One more, in and out. Okay, so I think that's gonna end it for today. How are you feeling?
Yogaman says it's okay.
It's okay. Oh, good. I'm glad you passed the test. And if you keep up, maybe we will get you doing those side arm planks.
Maybe, but not today.
No, not today. No. Anyways, I just want to say thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed my video today, don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a great day, and remember, be strong and be mighty. You've got this, and I will see you in the next video.